To me, an outfit is not complete until you've got your shoes on. It's the first thing I notice in any outfit, and boy, if you go wrong here, you can ruin an otherwise fantastic outfit. So today I want to go over what some of those common mistakes are, and hopefully this video is going to help you prevent them. My name is Marcel, welcome to my YouTube channel, One Dapper Street. Let's get started. Point number one is a big one, and that's simply choosing the wrong aesthetic of your footwear to go with your outfit. Now, that's something that a lot of you probably inherently already know. And you should also know that I'm not the biggest believer in rules. I want you guys to know that these are some loose rules, and if you choose to break them purposefully, that's entirely up to you. But say for example, you want to wear a suit with a pair of sneakers. You should know that you would want to opt for a cleaner pair of sneakers, something that mimics the aesthetic of the suit and not your pair of worn out runners that you actually go running in. There's a distinct difference in what the vibe is of the outfit and the footwear, and you want to try and align that as best as possible. How do you do that? Frankly, trial and error. I used to put on a bunch of different shoes with the same outfit just to see what looked good to me, and exposing myself to other sources of inspiration, to great outfits that I liked that looked good to me, and kind of looked at, okay, how are they combining their footwear with the outfit? Now the next part within the aesthetic is the silhouette of the shoe. If you have on a bit more of a relaxed outfit, you're probably gonna wanna opt for something that's a bit more chunky, a bit more substantial, something that's matching the rest of the silhouette. That is something that's very important to me. I know other guys don't necessarily care as much, but I think it becomes a bit more apparent if you inverse it. If you have a very slim or skinny fit and then very chunky boots or sneakers with the outfit, it just stands in a harsh contrast. You have these massive feet and it just doesn't look good. So trying to manage the silhouette throughout the footwear is a very important point to me. Lastly, we're gonna talk about high tops and low tops in terms of aesthetic. A lot of it's gonna come down to your personal style and also your body. On some people, low tops just look better than high tops. For me personally, I tend to wear a lot more high tops than low tops, but that also depends on your choice of pants. Depending on how tapered and how long they are. Sometimes a high top is gonna nicely connect into the outfit. Sometimes you wanna give a little bit of that ankle room to breathe, to separate your footwear from the outfit, and that's where you can also play a little bit with some socks. So there's a lot of room for flexibility here, but it's just something I want you guys to be mindful of. Point number two is going for the wrong color in terms of footwear. I'm a big believer in matching colors. I'm sure you guys know that. So with a monochrome outfit, I would go for a pair of monochrome sneakers. That is not to say that you can't use your sneakers as a standout. If you're using them as a pop of color, for example, just either try and perfectly match that with another piece or try and leave it be by itself and go for an otherwise more essential, more neutral outfit that's really gonna let your shoes shine, and that way you avoid any clashing colors. If you wanna watch my video on color theory altogether in fashion, check out the link right up here. That's honestly a very interesting one to watch. I think it was a great one to shoot. So check that out in terms of color. Point number three, and I'm purposefully distancing myself from streetwear for a second. It's choosing footwear that is too loud in an outfit that's already got a lot going on. I know for some streetwear fits that perfectly works, but for me in general and for the average Joe, if I want to call us that, which I really don't, but you know what I mean. If you're going for a really loud, a standout sneaker, like I just said, not just in terms of color, but maybe also in design, you do want to kind of leave that to be the main part of the outfit. If you go super crazy with the footwear and then with the outfit, you're gonna have a look that, yes, might look fantastic, but is not necessarily super wearable. It's not very everyday compatible, and that's what this video is about. So, like I said, these rules are loosely to be followed. By no means are they a commandment of sorts. Point number four is wearing the appropriate footwear. That means in terms of occasion, that means in terms of weather, that means in terms of the season that you're in. A drastic example would be heading to the beach in a summer outfit and wearing a pair of mountain climbing boots. That just doesn't work. To a large part, this is logical. To a large part, this is self-explanatory, but on a more subtle level, it can kind of mess you up at times. Say for example, in the morning, you didn't check the weather, you're running out in a pair of brand new white sneakers, and what you didn't realize halfway through the day, it starts pouring. That's just not gonna be great for your sneakers. It's gonna look like you didn't really put thought into the outfit, considering all the factors, and that's something we want to avoid if possible, for the sake of your sneakers and for the sake of the whole fit. I'm bringing this up because I know a lot of guys out there don't have a big variety of shoes, but I think the variety you should have should speak to the different occasions and the different weather conditions that you find yourself in. So a pair of white sneakers, a pair of boots, maybe a pair of slides or sandals or whatever you want for a more summer outfit, and a pair of dress shoes. So that would be a very concise collection of shoes that would most likely keep you appropriately dressed for every occasion. But it's something I want you guys to think about. Is this choice of footwear appropriate for today, for where I'm going? If I'm heading to a wedding, recently posted a wedding video, that now is a lot more wide open like it used to be. You better wear dress shoes. Now you can wear a pair of sneakers too, as long as they're the right sneakers. So just keep that in mind as you're putting together your outfits. In general, you're gonna wanna make sure that your shoes aren't too beat up. I'm one to talk, I know. I don't take the best care of my sneakers, of my footwear. It's just, you know, it's something I aspire to be better at. Let's just leave it at that. Especially when the outfit's like really nice and clean. Literally, you want your shoes to be the same. It can easily break how well put together you look. There's a few outliers, like a pair of Converse, for example. I think they tend to look a lot better when they're beat up than when they're brand new. But on average, in general, make sure that your shoes are on point. And a note from all the sneakerheads out there, make sure you use shoe trees in your shoes to avoid creasing, because that's something that's easily going to make your shoe look a lot more worn in, a lot older, a lot lower in terms of quality. So make sure to keep your shoes tidy and clean. Point number 6, and I know a lot of guys that are guilty of this. I see a lot of guys opting for the safe option when it comes to footwear. Now, we just went through a few other factors to consider when you're choosing your footwear, even just to shop in the first place. But I want to encourage you guys to have a little bit more fun. Opt for a more out there sneaker. Opt for a more interesting silhouette in terms of a boot. Don't go for the classics. That's assuming that you already have the classics in your wardrobe. Don't get me wrong, they're obviously the most versatile, but every now and again, a pair of shoes that makes you feel really good, that makes you inspired, that makes you want to put more outfits together, I think can go a really long way in improving your entire wardrobe. So don't make your footwear choices too safe within the realm of versatility still. You don't want to buy a pair of shoes that you're only going to wear like 2 times because they're so standout that you don't know how to put them together. That's not what I'm trying to say. Try and push the envelope a little bit and push your comfort zone a little bit so you can keep growing in terms of your overall wardrobe, but specifically your footwear. I hope this general overview helped you guys. Maybe a couple things clicked that you always kind of noticed, but you never really could put into words. So I really do hope that this helps. If you want to put a little exercise in here, I would say try and start a few outfits with the footwear. I do this a lot. You might as well, but some of you might not. So try and pick out a pair of shoes that you want to wear and then build the outfit from that. Take some of the color. Notice the silhouette of the shoe. Notice the vibe of the shoe and then build upon that. So if you usually struggle to find the right footwear for the outfit that you already created, this should help you kind of understand the aesthetic of the shoes that you have in your wardrobe. That's enough from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comments, thoughts, questions down below in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you guys very soon with the next video. Until then, as always, stay dapper. Bye y'all.